My dear buddies, welcome back.
Welcome back to the another video, episode 3.
Vikas Rajmala Motorcycle Podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you. The first two podcasts have had kick-ass response. High torque.
And also like a lot of people are liking this podcast series. And also we got a lot of comments down there and we personally also replied to a lot of people.
Yes.
So yeah, today topic.
The topic is, should you buy the Ninja 300 parallel twin or
KTM 390 Duke or RC, we'll compare with the RC.
series 390?
390 series.
You know,
Yeah.
Some people like it naked. Some people like it with the bikini. They're like, yeah. So, basically, should you buy the Ninja 300 or the RC 390 or the Duke 390? So, RC 390 and Duke 390 on one side and Ninja 300 on
is
the
on other side.
other side. Because, why? The price.
Price, like a lot of people like now also they think like Ninja is so expensive compared to 390, but like watching these years, like now both the bikes are almost same price. Like a lot of people are not recognize this. Like
Earlier days, many years ago, Ninja 300 was expensive. KTM 390 series, the price was 2 lakh change only.
and this Ninja 300 is like four and a half.
More than 4.5 lakhs,
Yeah,
you know.
4.5 lakhs.
The reason is that Ninja 300 that time was a fully built unit, CBU, coming from Thailand, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Thailand to India. Now it means about 3-4 years ago, they started assembling the Ninja 300 motorcycles in India.
And also like manufacturing is also like almost 80% parts are manufacturing in
Apart
India.
from the engine, I think.
Apart from the engine.
Engine still comes from Thailand.
Yeah.
Good.
That's why
Yeah.
it's so reliable.
I don't know, but I love Thailand.
Yeah.
So,
Everyone do.
yeah. So, now, I'm going to take the side of the Ninja 300.
And I'm gonna take the side of KTM 390.
Not because I don't like KTMs. I personally own the RC 390. I owned the Duke 390. He owns,
Duke 390.
and also you all got to know that he is a magician. He owns a workshop and he personally works on KTM and other motorcycles and is a KTM engine rebuild specialist.
Yeah, we're gonna do above 150cc all the bikes. So all the bikers out there, you want a biker to be work on your motorcycle, you have to come here.
Yeah, give him a
Motorgod
call.
Garage.
His name is Tarun. He's got a workshop in Hyderabad, Alwal, and the phone number is in the description. Call him directly, Tarun. So now let's jump to the
War.
timing.
Yeah, timing.
So KTM 390 series is shit.
No, not at all.
See, tell me one thing. For the same price, that is about 4 lakh rupees. If I can get a parallel twin, Kawasaki brand name, engine made in Thailand,
Okay.
okay, and the motorcycle looks bigger,
Yeah.
why the hell would I buy a KTM 390 series motorcycle?
390 is something different. Single cylinder and like parallel twin is good compared to single cylinder, but it is higher compression ratio and also like parts you can get it like almost everywhere now.
I agree to
compared
that.
to Kawasaki, you only have to be like rely on the showrooms.
Parts you don't get, bro.
No, you
Kawasaki.
don't.
You don't get at all. Serious
And
about
also
that.
like comparatively like with Ninja, KTM parts are like little cheaper.
Much cheaper.
Yeah, like I think practicality 390 is good.
I'll give you a fun fact. Although in this video I'm supporting the Kawasaki Ninja 300, but you know what? You could be owning a Ninja 300, you could be owning a Ninja 650, you could be owning a ZX10R. The parts, the price of, for example, the chain kit or the caliper or any of the things like brake pads or the fairing, the price of the Ninja 300 all the way up to almost the ZX10R, almost the same.
Yeah, parts are very expensive.
Chain kit, I believe, is
12k something.
yeah,
it's
12
like-
to 15,000 rupees.
Yeah, if you compare it with KTM, you are getting like 3,000 rupees.
3,000 rupees. So, very expensive girlfriend.
So that's why I like KTM.
Okay. Points.
Although like it has a lot of downsides, more heat, Anyone can agree.
But in the area of maintenance and spare parts cost, ting, 0.1 for
Yeah.
KTM. Okay.
Reliability, 0.1 for Kawasaki.
Absolutely, hell yes. I mean, see, let's agree that the RC390 is a fast motorcycle, everything, but has a lot of vibrations.
Yeah, a lot of vibration.
Lot of vibrations. I mean, once you start riding the motorcycle, you'll enjoy the vibrations, but
And also the grunt you feel at low end is good on KTM compared
Correct.
to Kawasaki. Because
that is a low end torque and all of
yeah,
that.
Kawasaki
Yes.
like picks up all the power after like 6k RPM.
True.
So in higher rev bands, that motorcycle is really good.
Yeah. So, vibration department, when you sit on a Ninja 300, crank her up and rev the motorcycle, she feels smooth. I mean, like butter smooth right
Yeah.
from the first RPM. And that is a different feeling altogether.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So,
It feels really smooth.
Very,
I have
very
ridden it like couple of times. Ninja 300 is really good.
yes. So when it comes to the smoothness and vibration and the panels vibration, everything.
Yeah. Like
Ninja has
Ninja
to-
panels also like the fairing is really good. You don't feel any vibration on the console or even the side fairings and all. In KTM you can feel all the vibes
Everywhere.
everywhere. Maybe in first two three services you won't feel because all is company fitted. Once you go for the service and once you remove all the panels and put it back, you can feel the vibrations
True.
after that.
All the panel gaps,
Yeah,
everything come
everything.
up. So I get a point in refinement, correct?
Yeah.
You. So one each.
And also like I have one doubt. Like Kawasaki is making it like parts by its own or like some other company are doing something.
See, most of the time, things like chain kits, brake pads, calipers, and all of that, Kawasaki, Honda, any of they don't make it.
Yeah, they don't. I'm telling about the fairings like whatever they are making in India.
Fairing also generally, it's all outsourced to some other company because motorcycle companies want to focus on making a very good engine, making a very good frame, making it aerodynamic and focusing on the core performance.
Okay, I think
Not
they are
on-
giving to vendors.
Absolutely. Like, see, Brembo is a vendor, and any of them.
Yeah.
They simply say all these things who are good at. Shock absorbers, whichever company is good at, you make. We don't want to make shock absorbers.
Yeah.
Calipers, you are good at, you make. Brake pads, EBC, you are good at, you make. Why should we make all of that? Correct?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Just like Boeing or Airbus, they focus on making the actual aircraft. Engines are made by someone else. Engines are made by Rolls-Royce or
Rolls-Royce.
engines are made by GE,
Okay.
So, and now, one each, okay. And now we talk about the actual acceleration.
Okay, if you compare it to like 0 to 100, 390 is gonna pull. Like till 130 we can pull.
That is correct.
150 we can pull.
Yeah. No, not 150. Okay, I have ridden the Ninja 300 extensively.
Okay.
So see what happens when you have two motorcycles. Okay, it could be the 390 Duke or the 390 RC. You first get onto the KTM and you start to accelerate. Forget about refinement, forget about vibration and all that. But she is going to pull right from the first rev going up. Okay, because single cylinder low end torque is high. But after she actually crosses about 7,000-8,000 RPM, no, you get a feel that you're kind of stressing the engine. Some amount of feel is there.
Yeah, it's there.
But when you immediately get onto a Ninja 300, first gear, start accelerating, you don't get that G-force which you get on the 390 series, where you feel like you're being pushed off the motorcycle till about almost 7,000 RPM.
And also the good thing about KTM, bro, due to this initial pull, we can compete with any 600 like
Correct.
till 100 kilometers per hour.
True.
Like we can be side to be side.
Anything, I would say even a CBR 600RR, R6.
Benelli 600i.
Benelli to
Just leave it.
another. It deserves an episode of 1 hour of. I'll mention. later.
We'll do it.
So, like the real super sports, Okay, the R6, the CBR 600RR, Kawasaki, what is it? 600 Z.
650.
No, not the 650, the 600 cc one, ZX6R.
Okay.
Okay, so basically, even those 600 cc's, like I've ridden the CBR 600RR a lot, it's a beautiful motorcycle. What refinement, what handling. But till the time you don't cross 8,000 RPM, she feels slow. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
So that is where the KTM, what he mentions is that if your friends are actually riding any 600, it could be a Ninja 650, it could be a super sport like the CBR 600RR or the R6. But if you are on a KTM RC 390, you can keep up. You can keep up really well.
Yeah, we can. And also we have to trigger the GT guys. I'm KTM fan. We're gonna pull away. Till 100
Oh,
kilometers.
you mean to say Benelli GT?
No, GT 650 guys.
Oh, GT 650.
The Royal Enfield ones.
Yes.
Because the war is going right now.
Yes. So, acceleration department, now we each get half a point because I personally enjoy once the revs cross 7,000 RPM on the Ninja 300, even the sound feels so amazing. That's a different topic now. But the feel, the way she pulls after 7,000 RPM is literally exactly like how a super sport like a CBR 600 or a R6 would feel in terms of the engine RPMs going up, the slight beautiful vibration, the feel, So on higher revs, you're going to love the Ninja. On lower revs, up till about 7,000 RPM, you're going to love the
KTM. And also one more thing I want to add up, like if you see any Ninja 300, like if you pull it really hard also, like you won't see any engine related problems, and you don't see any oil sweating also on the engine. Correct. Like the Japanese build quality is amazing compared to KTM's. If you pull it hard, you're gonna see like lot of oil sweatings on the cases and a lot more problems.
I'm coming to it now. So first you got a point, then I got a point, then we both got half of point. So one and a half. Okay. So now he's talking about engine actual build quality. Okay. Now this applies to the material used. Okay. What kind of aluminum was used? What kind of metal used? What
and
kind
also
of
engineering?
Yes, and gaskets used. What kind of rubber quality has been used, the O-rings and all of that. So that I completely agree that Ninja has this way superior quality. See, gasket is basically two parts of an engine. Okay, if two metals have to be joined in the sense using bolts, and if there is oil inside or there is any liquid inside, if that shouldn't come out, then you put a gasket. Gasket can be different materials.
Yeah.
What all materials?
Yeah. Like some manufacturers uses metal gaskets also. Some use like very thin paper. Like there are different qualities in that sheet that they use also. That
Some silicone based, this, that. So it's basically in between two metals you keep a compressible material and then you tighten the bolts. So KTM gaskets, I'm sorry, but are very low quality.
Very low quality, I agree.
After some 18,000 kilometers or so, you will see sweating. Now, what is sweating? Please explain.
Engine sweating is like you can see the oil marks. Like how we sweat, like very little amount of oil you're gonna see on the engine, like wherever the joints are, you're gonna see the sweating over there.
Correct. So basically, oil doesn't leak. You won't see drops of oil falling down. But just like when you run, how you sweat on the skin. So oil, when it's heated,
it comes out through that gasket.
Like vapor. It comes out. Then it sticks to the top of the engine.
Yeah.
That is where you wipe off with a cloth and you can see all black thing.
Exactly.
So that is, you see a lot of sweating on the KTMs. You almost don't see anything on the Ninja.
Nothing we can see. Like it's gonna shine like anything. Like I have worked on like lot of Ninjas, but I never seen a Ninja like sweating anything. Engines are so good after riding like 50,000 kilometers also.
Yes.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna give you a point for that.
Yeah. So I have 2.5 now?
Yeah.
2.5 points. He's got 1.5 point.
Yeah.
See, also, you got to understand. The reason is that the Ninja 300 was always a considerably high-priced motorcycle. Okay, so the money put in to build the motorcycle was much more money.
Yeah.
You know, when the KTM in India, the price was 2 lakhs something.
Yeah, 2 lakhs 10,000 that time.
Yes, and the Ninja 300 internationally was still some $7,000 so to $8,000. You know, on that motorcycle. So more money was invested on every single part of the motorcycle.
Yes, exactly.
Got it. So now let us talk. Why does the Ninja 300 engine last so long, even when you are redlining the motorcycle? You know, absolutely redlining. So
Because the parallel twin engine, like the pressure is going to be equal
onto the crankshaft
on the
also.
onto the crankshaft, and the delivery is also like is going to be like very smooth, and also compression ratio is like little bit lower compared to KTM. Due to that, the firing will be like much more smoother. Like in India, like basically we don't get that high octane fuel. So for higher compression ratio engines, we need a higher octane good fuel to be put in.
Correct.
Like if you don't do, like a pre-ignition will happen, like so that you will get a lot of knocking in KTM engines. But in Ninja, all this thing won't happen due to this like proper engineered motorcycle. It's gonna run on like almost any fuel that is available in India.
So basically, one single piston, okay, going up, coming down, going up, coming down, taking so much load in the KTM. One, basically, for let's say this that okay, one piston, 373 cc,
Yes.
okay, taking so much load, taking so much heat, will get stressed. So it's like one person running around doing a lot of things, lifting weight, will get tired soon and even probably break a leg or hand.
Yeah, and also if it comes to Ninja, it's 300cc, right? So each piston is 150cc. So there, like you're gonna have like lot of lower stress on the pistons, lower stress on the cranks, and also like head and all.
Correct. So two people who are 150cc, 150cc are taking turns. I'll go up once, then you go up. So the load is distributed. And also the crankshaft, the piston goes down and sends the torque using a connecting rod onto the crankshaft. Okay, so when that happens, a single cylinder is kind of stressing the crankshaft.
A lot of stress in there.
Lot of stress.
A lot of stress.
Because of the weight distribution and all of that, right? Load
And
distribution.
also like to control that much pressure, they use like very strong crank, which was also like very weight.
Correct. And also this, right? The flywheel.
Yeah, flywheel, like balancer shaft.
Balancer shaft. Yeah.
It's supposed to like more weight on the balancer shaft to reduce the vibrations from the engine and
Correct.
make the-
Parallel twin does not lead all of that because one is balancing the other, right?
like few superbikes have the balancer shafts, but some like only runs on the crank.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because if you have one piston going down, one going up, then they're self-balancing,
Yeah,
aren't they?
it depends on like manufacturer to manufacturer, but like some use, some don't.
Got it. Anyways, that's too technical. We don't have to get into that. So that is the reason the Ninja would run way more.
Way more.
Engine, life.
Engine life is good.
Correct.
So,
So did we already take a point for this?
I think we took already.
We took?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have 2.5, you have 1.5.
Yeah, I'll get another point now. So now I'll tell about the hardware.
Okay. But before we forget, we have to discuss racetrack performance and touring performance. Okay? Yeah.
So if we take about the hardware on the motorcycle, you see on 390s you will get WP USD forks, and also like Vibri 4-piston calipers, steel bedded lines, and also like lot of information on the cluster, and
I got it. My Ninja 300 gets prehistoric, outdated shit.
that too, like they use endurance. The one they use like not the exact same forks, but the brand is like the ones that are available on pulses and all. So that's the same brand. Like even the calipers, that they are using are like Apache RTR 200s. Even you will get the same brake pads of Apache RTR 200 on Ninja 300.
The braking is fine, but you would want nice equipment on your motorcycle, right?
So you feel more secure on the road. More,
Brake lines are rubber lines, right?
they use till now in 2020 like
I mean, see, there are two kind of brake lines. One is steel braided brake line, and other one is rubber brake line. Steel braided means when you press the brake with so much pressure, the fluid, the brake fluid, amplifies the pressure and goes to the caliper, and caliper puts the pressure onto the pistons and then onto the brake pad. Okay. So if you have rubber lines, they actually expand a little. Rubber expands, and the braking pressure is not fully sent onto the caliper. That is why steel braided lines, brake lines, are better because they don't expand as much as the rubber lines.
rubber lines, and like all the pressure that you're putting, it's directly go to the caliper.
Correct. And rubber lines can be easily bitten off by rats.
Anything.
Rats and all that. Steel braided lines are much more tough. They're tough.
And also in any weather, steel braided lines are good compared to like if you park it your rubber line, like the motorcycle in the sun or somewhere.
Correct.
Like
Weathering.
With
Cracks.
due to the weathering, after few years they might.
Absolutely. And another thing is that the steel braided lines look thinner and they give a nice sport performance kind of a look. The rubber lines are fat and they look kind of ugly. So,
And also about the caliper, you will get 4-piston caliper in the front. That too from a good
KTM.
company.
Yeah. Bybri is a sub brand of
Brembo.
Brembo. Yes.
And if you compare it with Ninja 300, like like pistons also like very smaller than the KTM. 2-piston caliper it's on.
Yeah.
So in terms of hardware, I think KTM is good.
Absolutely.
Even with the aluminum swing arm that we get,
Yeah.
I think
Tires also better tires.
tires also better tires, and also
For
if
the
you,
KTM.
for KTM.
Yes.
And also if you take out the swing arm and all, like 390 and all the any KTM comes with aluminum swing arm in
Reduce
Ninja
the weight,
300, yeah.
basically. Another thing. See, I'm only going to lose the point, and I'm telling the point. Shit.
Say it, bro.
No, bro. Forget it. I say it that way. Okay, here also I lost a point. No, he got a point. In terms
Two and
of
half.
equipment.
2.5.
So 2.5. So I'm only going to lose a point.
You have to
Basically,
say,
the
bro.
weight.
Yeah, weight. I forgot the point. Weight.
Ninja will be at least, I think, 30-40 kgs more than
Yeah.
30 kgs at least.
Now like they are similar, but
Can't be similar for sure.
Not that
See,
similar.
What? I'm supporting KTM. Shit, no, I should supporting Ninja, but still can't be similar because one is the KTM's have a tube frame.
trellis frame.
Okay, it's actually a tube. It's not. It's hollow from inside.
Yeah.
Okay, but the Ninja is a full metal, right?
No, it also comes with tube and also with metal.
Okay.
Like half tube and like.
Okay, but KTM comes almost completely with tube only,
Yeah,
the front, everything. So it's a very lightweight one. And everything, the alloy wheels are very lightweight.
Yeah.
That's the reason they used to crack a lot,
Yeah.
earlier days.
Yes.
So, and everything put together, the KTM is, drive weight is about 150 kgs, the RC390. Duke is even lighter, I think 142, 143 kgs. Dry is without engine oil, without coolant, without petrol. But dry weight of the Ninja, I'm sure, is 180 at
I
least.
think now like the newer RC390s weights a lot compared to older 390s. Like BS3 used to be like 160.
That is because of the exhaust weight.
Exhaust weight, and also like in new 390s they changed the whole like fairing and also like LED instrument cluster. A lot of things added.
That is why you should buy our old beautiful motorcycles. We'll almost charge the same price because we don't want to make it feel like you're buying second hand. We'll give the showroom price only.
So like people still today thinking that Ninjas are like more costlier than 390s.
Correct.
Like suddenly I got to know yesterday when I checked my phone, I've seen like both the bikes are almost same price.
Correct.
So back in 2016, like 390 would be cost like 2,20,000 on road, and this cost like 4.7 something.
Correct.
Like we're gonna see $1.5 lakh like expensive than KTM. Then at that point of time, I would
At that point
say
of time, there was no contest only. I mean, if you wanted something different, if you wanted kind of an imported motorcycle, then you buy the Ninja 300. But if you want a sporty motorcycle for a very reasonable price, you buy the KTM. But now, because they're almost the same price, there is a contest. You got to think about it a lot. That is why we are talking about it, fighting about it, having a war on this podcast. Next, touring. A lot of us do touring on the KTM Dukes, we do touring on the KTM RCs, and we trouble and hurt our ass a lot because the KTMs are not so comfortable for very long rides, and which is the fact. I've done a lot of touring, but do you agree or not?
I agree on that.
See?
Even on Duke, I think you won't feel that much comfortable
Correct.
for longer rides compared to Ninja.
Correct. So here, when you're riding a Ninja, first of all, it feels like a much bigger motorcycle. Okay, it's wider, it
tank
feels
is also
bigger.
bigger, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So touring is going to be way more comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm simply taking a point. I got 3.5. You got 2.5, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Another point also I'll get. I'm sure you'll agree to this. You go and park the Ninja in a parking lot. It could be a college parking lot, office parking lot somewhere. People will look at it as a not so common motorcycle. People will look at it as a
Premium bike.
premium motorcycle, and it also looks bigger.
It looks bigger.
You take off that Ninja 300 sticker, just take off 300, just write Ninja.
People won't recognize it.
They won't know if it's 300 or some 400 or
600
some 600. They'll not know.
Like sometimes I used to park Ninjas in front of my shop. People used to ask like, this is ZX9 or what? Like, they don't know, like if they see green color, they're gonna say like,
Correct.
this is something big Ninja.
Correct. So that if both now RC and the Ninja cost the same price, if I am not someone who's hardcore into sport riding, then I would actually buy the Ninja. Looks premium, gives me that feel, and if I got a girlfriend, she's gonna enjoy the race.
Comfortable. Yeah.
Again, one more point.
You got the point.
4.5, now 5.5 also. You buy nice motorcycle, your girlfriend hates you, then how, right?
End of the day, KTM is KTM. I like KTM. We all like KTM.
I like, in this video, Ninja. So,
I agree. Ninja is like better than KTM at the end of this video. I can agree.
well,
Like, not in-
perspective, but
Like according to the price point today, like Ninja worth it.
true. Now, I agree, not all of us want to take a motorcycle onto a racetrack. Not all of us live close to a racetrack, but you should experience going onto a racetrack, and you should actually learn how to ride on a racetrack. Do a few sessions and it will change your life. The way you think about motorcycles, it is going to change. It's a deep, big subject, and I've been very fortunate to have ridden on all the race circuits in India, and been a student of top racers, right from Jabraj Emmanuel sir, Rajan Krishnan sir, and others. So now, if you buy the RC390, just do basic running in 1000 kilometers.
Just take it directly to the track.
Directly to the racetrack.
No modifications, no nothing.
Not even 1 rupee you have to spend on doing anything to the RC3.
RC390.
The tires are absolutely perfect for a racetrack. Okay. The brakes are absolutely perfect for the racetrack. The weight is absolutely perfect for the racetrack. The riding posture, you're like properly sitting like a super sport. That is perfect for the racetrack. The fact that there's actually no race seat.
Yeah, almost.
So that also kind of gives a proper race motorcycle.
And also the design is like very aggressive.
Correct.
Even the sitting posture is like very aggressive on the motorcycle.
Weight distribution
Yeah.
also.
It looks like a proper race bike and it goes like a proper race bike.
Handles like.
Yeah.
Handles like proper race bike. And worst case, if you fall on the racetrack, it can happen. Nothing wrong. If you ever wish to fall from a motorcycle, wish that you fall on a racetrack, because it's very safe there. Okay, if you fall on a regular road, some truck will come from behind, you'll go hit the divider, some shit will happen. So I only fell twice in my life, and both the times it was on the racetrack. So, all right. So if the motorcycle falls, your fairing breaks. How much does fairing cost?
5K you can get it If you compare
Full fairing.
like one side fairing, you can get it for 5K.
Wow, that's very economical.
Cheap compared to Kawasaki's. Kawasaki like
We'll talk about it. So, and even the frame bends, what happened? Because sometimes motorcycle can fall and go hit the side wall, safety wall of a racetrack, and the frame can bend. So, how much would frame cost?
frame cost like 15-16K.
Okay.
Cheaper, but if you compare with the frame quality, like Ninja frame is like stronger
Okay.
compared to KTM.
Yeah, but you can replace the frame
Yeah,
no,
replace
on the RC390
Yeah,
if it costs 15,000.
Yeah.
Forks, front shock absorbers that can bend in a crash. How much they cost?
You want to like whole fork setup
Yeah,
or like
like-
just to rebuild it?
I fall on a motorcycle. A motorcycle goes hit something and they are bent. I don't want
if you
them. I
want
want
to
new.
if you want to replace it also, it will cost like 20 to 23K both the forks.
For the forks.
Which is like cheaper side only compared to like USD forks and all coming from WB. Like if a Ninja falls, it would cost much more higher than this.
Correct. And the alloy wheels also, right?
Cheaper alloy is also cheaper.
How
Like
much? 3,000-4,000 rupees each?
back then 3,000-4,000. Now they increase like 6,000 to 7,000 each.
Okay, yeah. I had an incident where both my RC390 wheels broke on a highway. So that time I bought both of them for 7,000 rupees.
Both of them for 7,000.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, okay. So,
I'm getting the point.
no, I haven't contested, man. So, so Ninja 300. First of all, if you have to take the Ninja 300 onto the racetrack, you have to make 742,000 changes. I'm joking. I just put some number, bro. Not so many.
I was
So,
thinking that no 7,000 parts on the motorcycle.
basically, the tires won't support. Okay. Whatever tires they were giving those days, they were giving some cheap tires on the Ninja.
Now also it won't come with a great tire. See,
Yeah, soft compound. You need
you
soft
need
compound
compounds.
tires.
When
So
it
you
comes
don't
to,
get.
yeah, we are not getting till today. Like in 390s we are getting Magellan M5s.
Wow. So on the Ninja, if you have to take her to the racetrack, because on the racetrack you corner a lot, you want soft compound, and you have to spend a lot of money replacing tires.
Yeah.
Okay. On the stock tires of Ninja, you can go to the racetrack, but if you want to do hardcore cornering, it is not safe.
It's not safe.
Okay. Next, the brakes. As we already mentioned that she has rubber lines, brake lines, and the
Calipers.
are not powerful enough. The brake pads are not powerful enough. On the RC390, you get sintered HH grade brake pads from the factory.
From the factory they are giving it. So it's a very good thing.
It's like 4 times the braking friction compared to the Ninja 300. So on the Ninja 300, if you want similar kind of performance, you will have to first replace the rubber brake lines, then buy the brake pads. Basically, you're talking about 10 to 15,000 rupees at
Easily.
least. Okay.
Way more than that.
Plus the cost of doing that.
Yeah.
You need a specialized person like Tarun to do it. It'll cost a few thousand rupees for you also the service
And
charge.
also like it's very hard to do it on a Ninja because now the Ninjas are coming with dual channel ABS. So the brake lines won't go directly from the master cylinder to the caliper. It will go to the ABS unit. So like those has to be like made in a bend way. Like, we can't use it directly, forcing it and locking it up. It will
It's
break.
complicated.
Yeah, it's
basically.
complicated.
What it's coming with
ABS.
combined braking also.
Not combined braking. This kind of like normal regular dual channel ABS.
Combined braking is shit.
Combined braking used to come in CBR 250s.
Combined braking should be on scooters. So, so anyhow, and plus the riding posture. Riding posture of a Ninja is made for touring.
Yeah.
It is not made for racetrack. So you can't crouch down completely on the racetrack. And next, worst case scenario, in case the motorcycle falls, your insurance will not cover your parts in case your motorcycle falls on a racetrack, because your insurance is only for public roads. Okay. Remember this. Okay. A lot of people do some cheating and all that. They say the motorcycle fell outside on public roads, but that's not ethical to do, and it's not easy. Insurance companies these days do all the verification.
They do all kind of verification.
And especially for Ninja, when you put a bill of 1 lakh or 2 lakhs, they will do every verification of yours. Okay.
Yeah.
So, when a motorcycle falls on the racetrack, you have to pay from your pocket, unless you have some very high-end race insurance or something. Okay. So the parts are going to be
Very
at least
expensive.
5 times more than.
KTMs.
And the fun fact, even the showroom people will not have the stock.
They don't have.
They'll make you wait for so long that you will start hating yourself. 6 months, 8 months, 3 months at least. Because once you go there and tell my fairing broke, the guy sitting at the showroom will place an order to Thailand. It will come from there. You'll end up paying import duty also.
And also these insurance people also make a lot of time.
Yeah.
So
So,
if you're doing it in insurance, it's going to take a lot of time.
but insurance will not be able to it's not claimable on the racetrack at all. But even if you fall outside on the road where you can get insurance, even then it's a pain.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so 4.5, 4.5?
3.5, I guess.
3.5, 3.5. Oh shit. We need 1 point to win. Think.
And we are into so deep conversation, we forgot the points.
This is only Coca-Cola, not rum. Okay.
I know.
Rum we will do in the next video. Oh shit, is a tie or what?
It is going to be tight.
Wait time, delivery, both you can buy.
Now we are getting it almost same time.
Oh man. It's a tie.
It's a tie.
Mileage, fuel efficiency.
You're gonna win a point.
Ninja 300
Ninja
more?
300 is giving more. It's giving like 31, 32. Like
Wow.
personally, we are seeing it on our bikes. Like 32 is minimum. It is giving.
And the KTM's maximum 23, 24.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won.
Yes, you won.
Basically, any motorcycle wins. Any motorcycle wins, we bikers win. You know, motorcycle is a part of our life, and we are not fanboys of any brand.
Yeah.
We
We
are
like all the
fanboys
brands.
of engineering.
Engineering.
You know, we are fanboys of performance. So if tomorrow any brand makes a good motorcycle, they take care of the customers, we are going to like them.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's it, buddies. Thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying the podcast. It takes a lot of hard work to make these podcasts, talk for so long.
Yeah, so
You
long,
know.
and we used to plan for these days to make content.
Correct. So, yes, as I mentioned that Tarun is a very highly skilled and experienced technician. He's got his own workshop in Hyderabad and Alwal, and his phone number is in the description. Call him directly. Any question you have, call
You
him.
can contact me or text me on WhatsApp, and we're gonna fix like any issue on your motorcycle. And if you're not satisfied by your service station anywhere, you can come directly to us,
Absolutely.
because we are bikers.
Hell yes.
We're gonna love every bike.
Yes. So thank you. Take care. Subscribe, share. Bye bye.
See you guys in the next video. Until then, peace.